வாழ்க திருவாவடுதுறை ஆதீனம், வளர்க குன்றக்குடி அடிகளார். A warm good afternoon to one and all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to webinar on COVID-19 Stone to Milestone. Let us start the program. The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. First, I welcome our head of the department, Mrs. Shanmugasundara Nachiyar, Thiruvalluvar College, Pabanasam, to deliver the welcome address. Ma'am, please.
Good evening, everyone. It's my immense pleasure and pride to deliver the welcome address with the blessings and praising of our beloved Gurumaga Sandidhanam. I'm much delighted to welcome our respected principal, Dr. S. Sundaram sir, and our administrative officer, Mr. R. Nadarajan sir, and our program organizer, Dr. Purna Pushkala. I am indeed happy to join with you all through this webinar COVID-19 Stone to Milestone, organized by the PG and Research Center for Commerce, Thiruvalluvar College, Pabanasam, in association with Accelerating Minds, BSc IPF Mumbai. Since the outbreak of coronavirus has caused problems in the functioning of local and global educational scenario, the online system was brought up and given impetus to new formats such as online classes, e-quizzes, webinars, and so on. The economic impact of the novel coronavirus pandemic in India has been largely disruptive. The considerable decrease in the government income, stress on supply chains, collapse of tourism and hospitality industry, and sharp rise in the unemployment rate are the major outcome of the COVID-19 pandemic. The unemployment rate rose from 6.7% on March 2020 to 26% on April 2020, and then back down to pre-lockdown levels by mid-June. It has been estimated that nearly 14 crores of people lost employment while salaries were cut for many others. Thus, it is the need for the hour to discuss about the various employment avenues and the opportunities available in the country. Also, the necessary skills, knowledge, and competencies needed to grab those opportunities. I'm very much pleased to welcome the resource person, Dr. Subhadra Chellaturai from Accelerating Minds, BSc IPF Mumbai. Dr. Subhadra is an authorized resource person of Value Idea Investment Services, Accelerating Minds Mumbai, and she is the founder president of Research Skill Development and Women's Forum of By and For You Trust. Dr. Subhadra is also working as an assistant professor of commerce in Pioneer Kumaraswamy College since 2013. She is here today to accelerate the young minds through her informative ideas and discussions on skill development, employment generation, and investment avenues during this pandemic scenario. Hearty welcome to my dear faculties and participants. I hope this webinar will enlighten you with abundant knowledge to face this pandemic in an optimistic manner. Once again, a warm and cheerful welcome to all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I welcome our resource person, Dr. Subhadra Chellaturai, to deliver the topic on COVID-19 Stone to Milestone. Dear participants, if you have any queries, please type in the chat box. Now I hand over the session to our resource person. Thank you. Ma'am, please start.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful introduction about me. And my greetings to the management, principal, and the head of the Department of Commerce of Thiruvarur College, and the organizing secretary and the staff members of the Department of Commerce. And my special thanks and greetings to Sheetal Shah ma'am and Swarupa ma'am for providing me with the opportunity to address in the webinar. This platform has been created as a Bombay Stock Exchange. They have taken an initiative to spread awareness as a social responsibility in order to spread awareness on savings and investment. To start with, I have to start with a brief introduction about the Bombay Stock Exchange. It's established in 1875. It has formerly known as BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, is the Asia's first and the very fastest stock exchange in the world. Over the past 143 years, this BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, has facilitated the growth of Indian corporate sector by providing it an efficient capital raising platform. So today, BSE provides an efficient and transparent market for trading in equity, currencies, debt, instruments, derivatives, and mutual funds. So this capital market, which we are talking about, you all know about what capital market is. It is a financial system concerned with raising capitals by dealing in shares, bonds, and other long-term investments. So these BSE builds wealth with capital. It does not only build the wealth of its own capital, but also it contributes to the overall nation. This capital market plays an important role, essential role in the growth of commerce and industry, which ultimately affects the economy of the country to a large extent. So this is the rationale that the industrial bodies, government advisors, and even the central bank of the country keeps, our central bank is the Reserve Bank of India, it keep a close eye on the activities of stock market, because this economy is a measure, an increase in the gross domestic product, we can say, as a national net wealth, or the total amount of money earned within the country, we can say. Or in short, it is a combined value of all the services produced or goods or services produced within a country in a year. So we adopt two kind of calculations in order to measure the GDP growth. We adopt two strategies. One is at factor cost and the other one is at market prices. The expenditure method, we can say. There, this investment plays a major role. So earnings of every individual are the household income of every individual, or household savings, we can say. Household earnings, savings, and expenditure, consumptions, everything has its own importance in the calculation of GDP, including the import-export too. We have to minimize the import and maximize the export. That will contribute to the country's growth. So earnings of every individual matters in country's economy. Not only earnings, but spending, savings, and investment too. So when we talk about saving, you know what saving is. Out of our earning, if you do not spend any money, we call it as saving. That is, income not spent is saving. Or we can call it as deferred consumption, which is not spent. So this saving and savings, these two are totally different. Saving refers to an activity occurring over time, a flow variable, whereas savings refers to something that exists at any one time, a stock variable in the form of bonds, securities, and debentures. These are all savings. So this distinction is often misunderstood among the academicians and economists. We must understand exactly what saving and savings are. So individual saving has a role in the economy. That is a thing we need to understand. And why household economy, household savings are all most important is these will be taken considered for the overall calculation of Indian economy. If household savings continue to decline, it may pose a serious challenge to the GDP growth. And micro stability too, microeconomic stability. You know what is micro and what is macro economy? The overall macro is our overall economy. Indian economy is a macro economy. This household is a micro economy, whereas it has a role and it affects the macro economy. And that is why we have to focus on this savings as an important concept. So India's overall savings rate has declined to 30%. When our HOD ma'am was addressing, she was mentioning about the employment scenario in COVID situation. We are going to discuss about it, and I'll be interact with the students on this aspect. And I expect every one of your students to interact with me in this aspect. So this rate, what was there in the 30% in 2016-17, it has been increased to 34.6% over last 5 years. The worst dip was seen in the household sector. The largest contributor, who is the largest contributor to savings in the economy. The saving is the largest contributor in the economy. It shows a false alarm over domestic savings in India. And where do we save our money is the question now. What are the different options we have to save money? You can type in the chat box. You have a bank account with you, students, or the teachers participants. You have a bank account with you. And what else options you have to deposit your money? You know what banking is. Accepting deposit and lending money is banking. You bank accept deposit from the public in the form of savings, current and fixed deposits. And it gives money to the public in the form of withdrawals and other loans and advances. In the options, it gives money to the public. And what else or what other options is available for the people, for country to save their money? Chat box, shall I expect your answer in the chat box? So good evening to all. Chat box, students, everyone can is enabled, everyone can type. I'll give you an opportunity to interact with me. If you raise your hands, I can unmute yourself so that you can interact with me anytime. Anybody can say you have account in, okay, I'll give a clue. Recently, in every colleges, the postal department people, they visited and they help the students to start their account with zero balance. Am I right? Yes. And the World Bank 2017 Global Index database shows that nearly 80% of Indian people had a bank account. At the time of survey in 2014, it was up from 53% in 2014. It has been increased to 80% from 53% in the 5 year. So this rapid growth has been driven by Jan Dhan Yojana, the People's Wealth Program, the zero account balance opening. So which was opened more than 355 million accounts in state and private sector banks in for 5 years. So yet despite what happens, the people are having account, but they are not using much is the issue faced by the people or by the bank. And despite the rapid provision of bank accounts to almost every household in the country, World Bank data also shows that half of the Indian bank accounts are inactive. That means the people are not using their accounts. They have started with their account, they have deposited with some money, but they haven't started using their account. It is inactive. 50% in the sense, more than 150 to 170 million people are not using their account, not using the savings habit. So in the previous days, what we used to do at home, we used to save our money and we used to invest in the form of fixed deposit in the bank. And after 5 years or 2 year terms plan, we'll get that money and we'll utilize that money for child's education, marriage, and some other important purpose. We utilize the money. And these habits are gradually getting decreases or diminishes, we can say. Coming to the today's situations, coronavirus, COVID-19 situation. This COVID-19 is telling us that the time to rethink everything. It's a time to rethink everything. I'm not telling that pandemic or epidemic which you're facing now is for good, but it is telling us that it's a time to rethink about how we are living in our lives. Our lives took an unanticipated turn with the coronavirus pandemic. It has affected billions of people around the world. We are now in the disillusioned phase, as this pandemic has affected different age groups in different ways. In our country, it shows very less number of death rates, which because of our food habits. We are going to discuss about it. Even then, lockdown restrictions are eased, coronavirus will affect our lives in many ways. And the world is in a complete lockdown now. But as they say, challenges to create opportunities. It provides these challenges, it creates an opportunity. We have to take it in such a way. This COVID-19 may have turned our lives upside down, but it has certainly provided an opportunity for all of us to rise to the occasion during these testing times. That's the reason we have chosen a topic for this webinar as COVID-19 Stone to Milestone. Several habitual change we face. Several things are changed, have been changed now. Again, I can expect students to interact with me, or even the teachers can also engage in typing in the chat box, so that I feel like I have people whom I'm addressing with. I'll get a feel. So this stone to milestone, you know what stone is? A piece of rock, the hard substance formed of mineral matter, of which rock consists of a piece of rock, we can say in simple, no complications. Whereas milestone, a stone set up beside a road to mark the distance and miles to a particular place is a milestone. Or otherwise you can say a significant stage or even a development of something, we'll say milestone. It's yet to be reached. It's my destination. For the successful people say, I have a milestone to reach, and help us to reach your milestone. So this milestone is what is our destination. Talk about our destination. Here usually we see different kind of people engaged in yearning. We get into an employment and we involved in earning money because it's very much needed for each and every one. So what different options are available for a person to earn? What different possible options are there to earn? One is an employee working in any kind of place as a employee, that is as an accountant or as a manager, and as a clerical post, any kind of work you do as an employee. Otherwise, other options you can be an employer, the one who provides a job. Other options are being a professional, the doctor, teachers, advocates, and other people. And one such most important person is investor, who comes under the category of becoming a millionaire. You know what sort of income the employee gets? Income under the head employee salary is given to an employee, whereas the employer gets sometimes profit as income, and income from house property, other kind of incomes are there, and the professional gets income in the form of earned income, salary, and not as a salary. The professionals gets their income in the form of profit, and business people they get, and out of the capital gains, out of the short-term and long-term capital investment, these investors gets capital gains. So who is the investor? Investors typically generate returns by deploying capital as their equity or debt investments. They deploy capital. And Warren Edward Buffett is one person whom I'm going to address here now. He's an American business magnate or investor. He's considered as one of the most successful investor in the world. He says several, why always talking about US people? Why not Indian people? I'll be coming to the next person whom you are more inspired with. Is, of course, he's a Warren Buffett. He's an American businessman, I told you. he says several quotes, and out of his quote, we are going to take one such quote said by him is don't spend or do not save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after your savings. So this is the takeaway or the formula I'm going to provide you. This is not the saying of Warren Buffett, not only the saying of Warren Buffett. Another one person, or the person who inspires me most, I used to read most number of writings of him. And your college is famous or named after him. He speaks about savings. He speaks about saving. After his saying, I'll go back to the Warren Buffett saying. We're going to substitute the formula. So, ஆகாறு அளவிட்டி தாயினும் கேடில்லை போகாறு அகலாக்கடை. வள்ளுவரின் குறள், திருவள்ளுவரின் குறள். I'll explain you this குறள். ஆகு ஆறு அளவு இட்டிது ஆயினும் கேடு இல்லை. ஆகாறு என்றால் பொருள் அல்லது பணம் வருகின்ற வழி என்று பொருள். இட்டிது என்றால் சிறியது என்று பொருள். சோ பொருள் வருகின்ற வழியானது சிறிதாக இருந்தாலும் அதனால் கேடு இல்லை. எப்போது? போகு ஆறு அகலாக்கடை. அதாவது பொருள் அல்லது பணம் செலவழிகின்ற வழியானது வருவாய் வருகின்ற வழியை விட அகண்டதாக, அதாவது பெரியதாக ஆகிவிடாத பட்சத்தில், வருவாய் எவ்வளவுதான் சிறிதாக இருந்தாலும் செலவு அதனை விஞ்சி விடாமல் கட்டுக்குள் இருந்தால் கேடு எதுவும் விளைந்து விடாமல் தவிர்க்கப்படும் என்கிறார் வள்ளுவர். Your earnings minus, I'll go to the previous slide now. Alter the equation. The same has been said or stressed by Valluvar. Earnings minus spending, whatever you earn, you spend the money and remaining money used to save. It happens usually. Often it happens, not usually, often it happens. We have to alter or substitute this as earnings minus savings is equal to spending. This is what Valluvar stress upon. செலவு, spending, எவ்வளோ வருதோ பணம் அதுல இருந்து you save then you spend. உன்னுடைய ஸ்பெண்டிங் உன்னுடைய வருமானத்தை மிஞ்சி விடாமல் பார்த்து கொண்டாலே எதுவும் கேடு விளைவிக்காமல், கேடு எதுவும் நடந்து விடாமல் தவிர்க்கப்படும் என்கிறார் வள்ளுவர். So this is what we are saying. So your spending should not exceed your earnings. And this is the formula or way for earning, way for saving. You know how much you spent during the lockdown season and how much you spent before the lockdown. Can Purnakala ma'am, can you interact with me? Can I expect how much you spent during 2019 at December and how much you are spending at home now? You can apply your mind on this topic in this question, whether it was increased or decreased. You can type in the chat box. I'll instruct the students. You can see in the Zoom platform, அந்த உங்க ஸ்கிரீன் இருக்கு இல்லையா, அந்த ஸ்கிரீன்ல இந்த 3 டாட் இருக்கு பாருங்க, அந்த கார்னர், லெஃப்ட் கார்னர் பாட்டம்ல, அதுல நீங்க டச் பண்ணீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு சாட்னு ரெண்டாவது ஆப்ஷன், சாட்னு ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு. அதை கிளிக் பண்ணீங்கன்னா நீங்க டைப் பண்ணலாம். நீங்க அதுல டைப் பண்ண முடியும். அதுல நீங்க டைப் பண்ணலாம். உங்களுடைய முன்னாடி, இதுக்கு முன்னாடி எனக்கு இது மட்டும் நீங்க ஆன்சர் பண்ணா போதும். இட் வாஸ் much or less as compared to the previous days, or you're spending much now compared to the previous 2019. Our expenses got reduced now. It has been reduced now. Muthu Krishnammal madam, you said that your answer is right. It has been decreased now. I was spending whoever it is, if you are earning 10,000, 20,000, lakhs of rupees per month, what is your spending now is the question. See, one thing, cutting down on spending is not a choice for many people. People don't take it as a choice. They won't cut their expense as easily, because whatever is needed, and if they want something, anyhow they'll buy it, or at any mean, at any cost they'll buy it. And for spending for children, no question, I have to buy it. So this spending is not a choice for many people. And this COVID spending, again, you have to list out, you have to tell me. Many are answering. I like the way you interact with me through chat box. And now tell me, what are the expenses you cut off? In what way we cut off our expenses? Avoided hotel foods. I'll give you some example. Avoided hotel foods. Shopping malls are closed now. No shopping. What else? What else? Yes, you can type in the chat box. Students, go to the chat option and you can start typing. எதிலெல்லா நமக்கு செலவு குறைஞ்சிருக்கு அது சொல்லுங்க நீங்க. காலேஜுக்கு போற வர பஸ் ஃபேர் குறைஞ்சிருக்கா? போக்குவரத்து செலவு குறைஞ்சிருக்கா? Are you visiting any home? Petrol expense, very good. What else? What else? Tours and outings totally stopped. No, even not visiting our relatives' home, we stopped. The transportation cost reduced. Marriage function ceremony is reduced now. Then what else? What else is reduced? You want me to help? Buying luxury items. Grocery shops are open, vegetable shops are open. But what about the luxury items? What about some big malls and shops, accessories and all? It's all we have minimized buying things, only focusing on the need-based things. And if something is very much needed, and especially we won't buy food from outside, purchasing dress materials, yes, stop. Entertainment, movie. So I'm helping a lot for you people. Entertainment. No cinema theaters. We are not visiting any cinema theaters, even though we are watching TVs and we are into entertainment. Yes, through online we are watching, but no movies out. And other medical expenses. See, before this, yes, medical expenses, right? See, before the COVID situation, we often used to visit hospitals for several reasons. Pain, vali irukku, kaal vali irukku, thala vali irukku. We used to go. And now people are now, even the homemakers or party, tata, veetla irukavanga, nobody, they insist us to take to the hospital. Otherwise, frequently they'll ask for taking them to the hospital. Now it has been reduced. Gradually reduced, or these are the expenses cut off, I wanted to say. These are the expenses which we cut off now. I'm not encouraging the situation which we are facing now. I just wanted to insist you upon how you can save money, how you can save, how you can minimize your spending, how you can contribute to savings. And these were the things we are talking about it. Shopping, fun mall, mela, and other things. Cosmetic materials, we don't buy much makeup things now. It's not necessary. We are at home. So these using much cosmetics, it's not necessary. We won't focus into that. And some decorative item, accessories and all, everything we got minimized now. These were all these we are talking about. Entertainment, other medical expenses, healthy. We have started focusing on healthy foods. That is homemade foods are always healthy. Amma samikkiradhu eppovume aarogyama da irukum. No doubt in it. And I wanted to stress upon that you convert your unwanted expenses into savings. You convert these unwanted expenses, whatever you spent earlier, and your earnings was not enough for spending. Spending exceeds your earnings. That was the situation faced. And now what is the situation you have faced? And earnings also less. I do agree that your earnings got minimized and people suffering without much money. Those who are working with private institutions, they do not have job, salaries are not deposited in their account. These kind of issues are there. Even though we see some kind of minimizing our expenses, cut off our expenses, and our expenses got reduced. These side you have to focus even after the lockdown period. These expenses, minimize or cut off expenses, are going to be your saving in future. There is a person called Charles Munger, an American businessman, lawyer, investor, and a philanthropist. He says, as long as you do not do any nonsense with your money, as long as you do not do any nonsense with your money, what happens? You'll end up becoming rich. What happens? You'll end up becoming rich. So in order to become a rich person, what you have to do is you must have some discipline over your activity. You must have some patience. You must have discipline in all your activities. I take a minute to stop disable participants annotations. And this is very much important. When we take class in the classroom, we used to say, boys, don't talk, sit properly, look at me and listen to me. These kind of instruction we used to give in the traditional classroom. And here I have to do one thing called muting yourself is one kind of instruction is given from our side. And the other one is we have to disable annotations in order to make you stop scribbling on the board, the virtual board, which I am using it for presentation. So I hope now the annotation is disabled. I expect your interaction in the form of chat box introduction, or if you are more interested, I can provide you an opportunity to interact with me. Going back to the slide, as long as you stop doing nonsense, you know what nonsense is? Unwanted things are nonsense. If you stop doing your nonsense, what will happen with your money? Don't think that I am just relating with what happened now. Actually, I was talking about money. You stop doing nonsense. Nonsense in the sense, unwanted things with the money. Spending your money unwantedly. How, in what way we can say this money spent is unwanted? I keep money for, or I spent money for my son's tuition fee. Do you think it is unwanted? Spending money for my son's tuition fee, or spending money for my son's education, or spending money for something he asked, I wanted to gift him or celebrate his birthday, is unwanted things. What is unwanted or nonsense with money? Tell me, what are the nonsense with money? இதெல்லாம் செய்யக்கூடாது, இதெல்லாம் பண்ணா பணம் இல்லாம போயிடும், இதெல்லாம் வேஸ்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்ற மாதிரி என்ன expenses you feel? Because I just want make you to get some points on savings. How can I save? How can I minimize? What are the expenses I can minimize? Eating food from hotel once, 2 days once is a nonsense. If you agree with me, you can raise your hand or you can say yes in the chat box. Buying food from hotel twice or thrice in a week is nonsense with money. Or taking your children every week to the hotel, or buying food from outside, ordering from Swiggy and all other things are actually nonsense with money. Buy groceries and vegetables from the shop, cook at home and concentrate on healthy foods. These are all owning 2 or 3 vehicles. Somebody said this is a nonsense with money. You can travel with 1 vehicle, 3 or 4 person it can accommodate 3 to 4 person in a car. You can travel in 1 car. And sometimes what happens, son will take a car and father and mother, they will travel by another car, and another son will say, I'll come by my bike. I'll drive and I'll ride my bike and I'll come back after 10 minutes or 20 minutes. These kind of expenses, we call it as nonsense with money. Some disciplinary activities are more important in the present situation. Unless you're disciplined or having some good habits, you're not going to succeed in your life. If you wanted to succeed in your life, you must have good habits with you. That good habits are going to help you reach your destination. What is a destination or your goal? You must have a destination, you must have a goal. That's what I talk about milestone. Milestone, it is not a simple stone which has the written numbers 10 kilometer away, 20 kilometer away. Yeah, like it is not only a stone which is written with some kind of numerals and verbal and non-verbal. Non-verbal words are there and numbers will be there. It does not only show, it shows your destination where you wanted to reach. How many miles left to travel. So that is an inspiration, or we'll say only 1 mile is there. I'm going to reach Tirunelveli, or I'm going to reach Trivandrum, only 1 mile is left, or 12 kilometers left. That is the milestone. And that is the reason we have taken this topic. Otherwise, you would have taken as a savings investment. So habitual change, some kind of good habits you have to substitute with your old habits. Like you have to substitute with good habits. So what are the good habits and what are the bad habits? We'll say wash your teeth, brush your teeth every day, wash your hands, have a bath. These are all good habits we learned in LKG, UKG, first standard when you were a child. Now tell me, what is a good habit? What all you think these are all good habits? It is necessary for a child to think about the good habits always taught in the school, not for the college students, not for the teachers, not for the corporate people. Don't we think about good habits and bad habits? Just list it down. We used to list down in our school days. And we used to by heart and say it as a rhymes. Good habits. Brush your teeth twice a day. Wash your hands and have a bath every day. And all we used to say it as a rhyme. And now everything is gone. Now tell me, what are the habits you feel it is a good habit and what are the bad habits? Again, going to the chat box. எதெல்லாம் bad habit? இதெல்லாம் பண்ணக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிற bad habits இதெல்லாம். Yes, loose talk. Yoga is good habit. Very good. Yes. What else? What else is the spends more time with relations and friends. These are good habits. Yes. And this COVID situation has given some good habits. It has given a space for good habits. Eating at home, spending time with family, spend less, home foods. These are all good habits. And these convert this expense, what we spend, these cut-off expenses on all this habit, we are going to convert into our future. In our future, we are going to make it as savings, and we are going to make it as a habit. Usually we'll say habit nale adu namakku eppovu irukakuriya oru vishayam da. So just convert that bad habits into good habits, or substitute spending time with mom and dad, obeying all traditional games. You're going out to play traditional games. It's not permitted in COVID situations, lockdown. Traditional games, sitting at home, you can play palanguli, and these things you can do with your family. The time alla vilada arambichachi ipo. Last time when I visited mom's home village, we played the chovi vechi viladuvola, so and adella ipo viladradhukku we got time. And earlier we won't much involved in that kind of playing at home. The savings money is a good habit. One responsible person called Divya. So thank you, ma'am. And every time using mobile phone, is it a good habit or bad habit? One person, he mentioned using cell phone often, always using mobile phone. It is a good habit or bad habit? So this should be changed and convert it into a good habit list in order to contribute to your what? Your destination or aim or objective. So that for each and everything, you must have a goal. You must set a goal. You must always have set a goal so that you can reach your destination. And you must list out the habits, your habits, because the habit has a power to change your life. Your habits has power to change your life. I don't say. You cannot change your future. You cannot change your future, but you can change your habits. And your habits will change your future. Who says? Who said this? Type in the chat box. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, the most inspiring behind a person behind each and every one of the one population of this country, especially youth. He expected a lot from the youth, and his vision 2020, he focused on youth skill development and youth to make better India. Who will contribute to make the India better? Youth can. Youth is going to contribute for the better India. And your habitual change is very much needed. You can identify in this lockdown at this period, you can sit down and you can even do the SWOT analysis. You know, SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. You can identify, you can do it for your own self. Just try to find your strength, your weakness, and your opportunity. What are the opportunities are there? And what are the threats? What we are facing now, the situation which you are facing now, it's a threat actually. And you have got an opportunity to identify your habits, good habits and bad habits. How can you substitute or minimize the bad habits, and how can you focus on your good habits? So these things are going to change your lives. In case of savings, earnings, and spending, if you substitute that formula, earnings minus savings is equal to spending. You're earning some money, save your money, at least 10 to 20%, then spend the remaining. And now this lockdown period has taught each and every one of us how to save money, how to minimize your expenses. And these you can convert into your savings in future. Actually, I wanted to tell you about these things. இன்றைய சேமிப்பு, நாளைய பாதுகாப்பு. சிறுக கட்டி பெருக வாழ், சிறுதுளி பெருவெள்ளம். சிறுக சிறுக சேமிக்க பழகு, செழிப்பான வாழ்விற்கு அதுதான் அழகு. சேமிப்போர் வீட்டில் செல்வம் பெருகும், செலவாளி வீட்டில் கடனே பெருகும். சிந்திக்க தெரிந்தவன் மாமனிதன், மனிதன் ஆவான். சேமிக்க தெரிந்தவன் செல்வன் ஆவான். அதாவது ரொம்ப rich. If they wanted to become rich, they must know the habit of saving. விதை நெல்லை சேமிப்பவன் விவசாயி, வீண் செலவை தவிர்ப்பவன் அறிவாளி. So again, I am stressing upon the same. These simple sayings in Tamil, which will explain the whole slides presented by me. விதை நெல்லை சேமிப்பவன் விவசாயி, வீண் செலவை தவிர்ப்பவன் அறிவாளி. சேமிக்க சேமிக்க இன்பமயம், செலவிட்டு அழிப்பது துன்பமயம். So if you wanted to put yourself in trouble, you spend all the money. You don't think about saving. And if you wanted to become a rich, that's what the person whom the investor I'm talking about. As long as you do not do any nonsense with your money, you will end up becoming rich is the formula. Is a takeaway. So in the feedback form we have given, what is it? What is your takeaway? And most number of students, they are not able to understand what is that. In the webinar, that is a takeaway. So convert the stone thrown on you in the form of virus or lockdown to a milestone for your destination. The stone thrown to you. You should not throw back the stone to somebody, some dog or street dogs or some other person. You must know to convert that stone into a milestone. For that, you must understand, or you must decide your destination, where you wanted to go, where you wanted to reach actually, what your goal is. So in order to define your goal, you must have a dream. What your dreams are. And what you wanted to be. And always while setting goals, you must have alternative goals too. While talking about this employment scenario, I wanted to address on other important thing which is needed in order to get employment. See, most number of students, whether they are from English medium or Tamil medium, or from those who have completed their graduation and waiting for the job, or those who are doing their final year, everywhere when they go for a kind of recruitment, they face a problem, they face a challenge, and the challenge is language, communication, your technical skills. So you must focus on this aptitude, communication, and technical skill in order to enter into any institution or corporate sector or the public sector. So you must focus on this. Lockdown gives a platform for that. That this lockdown, you are getting enough time, and this time may be utilized to learn that. You people are using your access to several apps and softwares. Many are started using laptop and many are using their cell phones. Utilize the, use it in a proper way. Do the right things. That is what I wanted to say actually. Dream big, set goal and take action. And of course, and send person, what your action that must be a disciplined one or a right one. Take a right action in your life. Whether about your savings or about your destination or what you wanted to be, where you wanted to employ and how much money you wanted to earn. If there is no earning, you cannot save it. If there is no savings, you cannot invest it. Then how can you contribute to the country? How can you contribute to the development of our country and economic growth? Through GDP. Because GDP has a role, every individual has a role in GDP growth, and every individual must be earnings, and they concentrate on consumption and invest or save and invest their money. They deploy their savings prudently. Vivegama, Jnanama, Namma Vachirka Panama, you have to deploy it in the form of investment, in the form of fixed deposit or securities. There are n number of options are there. If you deposit 1 lakh rupees in your child's name, when she grows and attain the age of 18 to 20 years, at the time you'll get back your money. And that's what I said. Deploy your money prudently, vivegama. Enga vena invest pannum, private la nariya pana kedaikudhu, andha madri you should not invest it. You must know where you have to invest your money and how you have to invest your money. That's what is there. Discipline and patience. You must have discipline, and patience is more important for anything, for savings or spending or to invest and get returns. For everything, patience, porumai is very important. The Stephen Richard Covey is another person. He was an American educator, author, businessman, and a keynote speaker. His most popular book was The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So most successful persons, they used to read this book. Just note the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. He used to say several quotes. And one such quote I have taken is, right things in life, in your life happen. Right thing happens in life when you do right things. Right things happens only when you do right things in your life. You can say like that. If you do right things will happen. If you do wrong things will happen. Because your actions, your whatever you're getting, it is a reflection of your doing, reflection of your actions. So if you want something right, something better, and something good to happen to you and your family and to your succeeding people, you must do right things in a life. So I have given several things as a takeaway. Doing right things, the saving, earning minus savings is equal to spending, and focus on convert your expenses into savings in future. So these are the takeaways I wanted to give out of this webinar. And with this doing right things, I wanted to thank I think I'm on time. It's 4:53 now. I wanted to thank the organizers, especially the management of Thiruvalluvar College and head of the department, principal, and the teacher organizers, and our Purna Pushkala ma'am, organizing secretary of this program, and the staff members of the Department of Commerce. And my special thanks to all the participants who have interacted with me and who are attending and listening to me patiently. I wanted to thank you, everyone. And special thanks to Accelerating Minds Bombay Stock Exchange for providing me this platform as a webinar to address on savings and investment and the importance of converting these expenses into saving that can contribute to the economic development. Thanks to all. Now, I expect participants to give feedback, and it may be in the form of questions. I welcome feedback and questions. We can have interactions also on this topic.